So I guess what goes around truly does come around, because now Fox News is getting called out for deceptively editing a now notorious interview where Donald Trump was asked about declassifying the Epstein files.
What the hell is going on with this Epstein case? There is now no question that Donald Trump is hiding something, that his attorney general is covering for him, that the FBI is in turmoil about what to do. And now we're going back and discovering more information that Fox News may have also been somehow involved in the messaging around Epstein. And clearly we know that at the same time that his comments are being edited by Fox and Friends as they're being aired one day to another, his campaign is out there promoting the edited version. And Nicole, let's not forget that Donald Trump settled with Paramount for, I think, $16 million because he was upset about an interview with Kamala Harris that was edited. There is more information coming out every day about what is turning out to be a huge scandal and cover-up. And we're going to ask the tough questions of Fox and demand that we get these answers. And also, we need, of course, these files declassified and released immediately.
So, if you were president, would you declassify, you can answer yes or no to these, would you declassify the 9/11 files?
Yeah.
Would you declassify JFK files?
Yeah.
Would you,
I did a lot of it.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
All right.
I guess I would. I think that less so because, you don't know it. You don't want to affect people's lives if it's phony stuff in there, because there's a lot of phony stuff with that whole world. But I think I would, or at least
do you think that would restore trust? Help restore trust?
Yeah, I don't know about Epstein so much as I do the others. Certainly about the way he died. It would be interesting to find out what happened there, because that was a weird situation, and the cameras didn't happen to be working, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, I'd go a long way toward that one. The other stuff I would.
There is obviously some who will not be covering big developments like Comey's daughter and her comments today. I mean, Trump told MAGA to be quiet about Jeffrey Epstein. Fox News obeyed. Fox News falling in line with Trump's Epstein plea, but will the rest of MAGA media comply? Well, I'll play a little bit. This is Rob Schmitt addressing all of this on his show here on Newsmax last night.
Again, this is what MAGA voters voted for. A government for the people, where the rich and the powerful get the same justice as the rest of us. You may have noticed the Epstein story was almost nowhere to be found, though, on Fox News these last couple of days. After months of very consistent coverage, it's pretty obvious that a lot of people don't really know what to do with this. There's a lot of people that are very scared because it's clear that the White House didn't want this to be a subject, but Trump's base, his supporters and base, care about it.
Yesterday, there was a study done. How many Jeffrey Epstein references on Fox News through Dayside? Almost none. The network which had been obsessed with that story at times, turned the page. That there was simply Donald Trump sent the word in that social media post, and then in interviews he gave at the tarmac on Andrews on Sunday. A little bit we heard from him yesterday saying, dismiss this, sweep it under the rug. It was over. And that's what we're seeing right now.
Your new favorite word? Not eggs, Epstein. Epstein used to be a forbidden word for Democrats. Now they can't get it out of their mouth. Even Morning Joe's wondering what changed. Epstein's been dead for 6 years. If Democrats wanted these files so badly, why didn't they ask the big guy? Yeah, they were so focused the last 4 years. Now, if Trump's the dangerous dictator shredding our Constitution like the Democrats say he is, why are they so focused on the Epstein files of all things? The White House says it's pure politics.
The fact that Democrats have now seized on this as if they ever wanted transparency when it comes to Jeffrey Epstein, which is an asinine suggestion for any Democrat to make. The Democrats had control of this building, the White House, for 4 years, and they didn't do a dang thing when it came to transparency. It was this president who directed the Department of Justice and the Attorney General to do an exhaustive review of all files related to Jeffrey Epstein, which they did.
The left doesn't care about Epstein. They never have. And they definitely don't care about the victims or the corruption or the cover-up. They're just now doing the opposite of what Trump does. If Trump releases files that show Bill Clinton up to his ears in underage girls on Pedophile Island, the Democrats better be careful what they wish for. There's nothing righteous about what Democrats are asking for. It's just another political attack. While they think they're winning, they're actually not. Trump's popular. So they're cooking up hoaxes like crazy.
Thomas Massey is the one trying to bite Republicans, okay? I'm not quite certain what his strategy is.
But it's just not him. I mean, otherwise you guys wouldn't be calling off the week tomorrow. You'd be able to put your rules on the floor. I understand the issue with the Democrats.
Yeah, no, I just explained why. We're not going to play political games with this. We've all been very clear and transparent. The House Rules Resolution sets a good standard and requires all credible evidence to be released, and that's exactly where the White House is. There's no, as I've said many times over the last, as I've said many times, there's no daylight between the White House and the House. You have to allow the legislation to ripen, and you also have to allow the administration the space to do what it is doing. The president has said clearly, and he has now ordered his DOJ to do what it is we've all needed DOJ to do for years now, and that is to get everything released. So they're in the process of that. There's no purpose for Congress to push an administration to do something that they're already doing. And so this is for political games. I'm very resolute on this. We can both call for full transparency and also protect victims. And if you run roughshod or you do it too quickly, that's not what happens. But I'm convinced that the DOJ is going to do their job, the administration is going to do their job, and we'll do our job. And so we'll see to it.
And of course, this is right after CBS just gave Trump a $16 million bribe to keep them giving the access that they want to him. Because when they interviewed Kamala on 60 Minutes, Trump was like, "This is the biggest scandal in broadcast news history." But I mean, let's be serious. At the end of the day, we all know that Donald Trump is all over the Epstein files. And of course, they're going to cover it up as much as they want to. The Trump administration saying there's nothing to see here. Trump himself, who has told his own supporters that, you know, you're weaklings and he doesn't want your support anymore if you're still worried about Jeffrey Epstein, a man who ran an international child sex trafficking ring. You know, not that that's important, not that that's really a big deal, but, you know. And then also, MAGA Mike Johnson, he's shutting down Congress a couple weeks early to block the release of the Epstein files. Everything they can, everybody who's been licking Trump's boots is doing everything they can to protect him and anybody else who's on that list. Donald Trump, who Jeffrey Epstein said was his best friend for 10 years. And we all know that Donald Trump said that Jeffrey Epstein's a terrific guy, an excellent guy. He likes women on the younger side, just like him. Donald Trump, who, you know, is like a 14-year-old girl's going up the escalator. He's like, "I'll be dating her in a couple of years." I mean, this dude has been sick. He's been disgusting. This isn't new. But it's just that for some reason, the Jeffrey Epstein case is causing MAGA to think about what's been in their face the entire time.